It's Wednesday, February 8th, 2012, and this is news. The GOP presidential nomination remains in play as Rick Santorum defeated Mitt Romney by about 30 points in Missouri and Minnesota Tuesday. Santorum even won Colorado by 5 points, confounding pollsters who had Romney up by 10 in the state where he won 60% of the vote in 2008. In his concession speech, the former Massachusetts governor said this was a good night for Rick Santorum, and he noted that John McCain lost 19 state primaries in 2008. President McCain was not available for comment. In Minnesota, Ron Paul finished second to Santorum, beating Romney by 10 points. The Texas congressman with a libertarian bent called on the now marginalized Romney to promise that he wouldn't mount a third-party bid. President Obama reversed his former opposition to campaign super PACs this week, calling on Democrats to give unlimited amounts of cash to a super PAC that backs his re-election. Although he used to call super PACs, quote, a threat to democracy, Obama now acknowledges that sometimes democracy needs to be threatened because merely putting it in timeout fails to make it obey. A federal court in California will hear a case filed by People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals that could declare killer whales protected under the 14th Amendment's slavery ban, forcing SeaWorld to alter its working arrangements with the aquatic acrobats. PETA says the plaintiffs, 5 orcas named Tilikum, Katina, Corky, Kasatka, and Ulysses, live in subjugation and work without wages. SeaWorld called the lawsuit frivolous, but noted that if PETA succeeds in getting human civil rights for whales, it plans to press charges against Tilikum for the 2010 drowning death of a SeaWorld trainer. If we can prove the murder was premeditated, said a SeaWorld attorney, we'll make sure that Tilikum gets the chair. Meanwhile, Corky, who was in a relationship with Katina, this morning updated his Facebook to, "It's complicated." And Ulysses tweeted, "Looking forward to my first paycheck, but not the taxes. Holy mackerel." And finally today, 2 federal judges appointed by Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton have just upheld a decision by a gay judge to overturn California's Proposition 8, the so-called gay marriage ban, approved in a voter referendum in 2008. A spokesman for the pair of judges said he's hopeful the U.S. Supreme Court would affirm the decision and not interfere with what 2 men do to voters in the privacy of their chambers. For PJ Newsbreak, I'm Scott Ott. Click on pjtv.com throughout the day for your antidote to the obsolete media.